I had somebody ask me about how I hold, clip, and mark a queen. Well, I got one ought to be dropping bombs here in the hills of Virginia. Y'all forgive the ground view. Here we are. This little box on the end right here ought to have a queen laying in it. Right decent population too. She looked decent last time I looked at her, and now's the time. Let me step over in here. So this box here was a walk-away split on the 29th of March. 24th of April. So yeah, I hold a queen just like Michael Palmer posted a video of holding the one. I found it's the most fail-safe way. I will not tell you to grab a leg, because I have broken legs on queens when I didn't have but 5 or 6 queens, and you ain't never had a knot draw up in your neck when you got to crush the thorax on a perfectly good queen that you held wrong and broke a leg on because you know she can't measure cells or this, that, and the other thing. A broke leg queen don't work very long. So if you break a leg, you might as well just crush a thorax and drop her on the ground, because that's all she's worth. This way is just about fail-safe. You can still screw one up. I mean, you are assuming a risk when you do this anyway. And them queen marking tube things ain't no exception either. I had one faint the other year, thought I killed her, and well, I didn't. She come to about 2 or 3 minutes later. I don't know what happened when I cut I don't know, cut her off or something. Or respiration or what have you. So what I keep in here is I use these kind of scissors. Somebody's asking me that. It's what, nail trimmers or something other. Wherever the nail clippers are in Walmart or wherever you'll find them. And Testors model paint, white for 2016, and a toothpick or a piece of grass, whichever is the easiest thing to get a hold to. Get that on eBay. That's where I got all kind of different colors. Hold the scissors and the toothpick in my mouth when I'm trying to be relatively fast, not for the camera, you know. I'm sure I'd be fired within the first 5 minutes of a big wheel commercial producer watching me fumble around with a queen, but I do my own thing and it works. I'm just slow. It's about like grafting. I'm pretty much self-taught at grafting. They probably shoot me by the time they see me fumble around 10-15 minutes on 20 cells, you know, but I can manage to get a little old queen stuck to a piece of wood if I want to. So, to me, that's all that matters. Since I know that she's in here, should be. I always pull that outside frame because I'm paranoid of rolling one. And speaking of paranoid of rolling one, there she is. Shoot, you know I can't make that mess up. Makes me wonder. I better check, be sure I see the egg first. I'm certain she is laying. This one got hot. I had the little old half-inch entrances on it. We done seen 80s, and that's probably what pushed her off the brood. Yeah, we got wet worms in here if you can see them. I ain't gonna hold it long enough for the camera to focus probably. So, for me to do this, I don't know exactly how it's going to be the best way. And it's going to be hard for me to get this in focus. Try it like this. See if that shows up. At least see what I'm reaching for and what I'm doing. Maybe this will work. Yeah, I've been told just grab them any kind of way and this, that, and the other thing, that's fine. But when you've actually got something to lose, and you don't particularly have thousands of queens running out your tail. See how I'm just applying light pressure on the back? That's just adding to her weight a little bit. And now all I'm doing is adding to her weight where she can't run. And I'm just holding her down right up against that plastic, or if it was wax. And then you just make a slight pinching motion towards you. Now I have her by the wing. Not a leg. A wing. Stick the frame back in over here. Repeat the process. I got the weight back down on her. Standing on my middle finger. I'm going to let her turn just a little bit. Maintain that weight so she can't roll around. Then add to that weight this way. Make sure her legs are standing on my middle finger before I do that. And this ain't nothing new. Michael Palmer posted a clip of this. He gets 100% credit for it. I ain't claiming to have figured nothing out. This is just plumb fail-safe. Now, as far as holding a queen. For me, people grab them by the legs all the time, that's fine, but I don't want to just break a leg. Get underneath one. Understand just how big of a pain in the tail this is. Try and do this for the camera. See, I'm just underneath that little rounded wing and the big one. I just cut through both of them a little bit. Now readjust her where she's standing on my middle finger. All right, perfect access to a thorax right there. See that? See? Make a little round dot. Pretty. See, it's not on the wings, it's not on the side of a thorax. It's right dead in the middle. Clean that off and do that again. Yeah, so some big wheel, look at me fiddling with this queen for forever and a day, and they'll probably bow up, but it works. No broke legs. If she tries to fly just like she did, she's gonna fall on the ground, which is what you want. If the nuts want to swarm, you want to find them laying out in the grass. Y'all see that? That's the way I do it. And it takes about that much time for the paint to kind of set up. And I haven't had one clean one off too bad. There you are. One of these Virginia Hill Queens, clipped and marked.